According to Oprah Winfrey, the celebrated TV presenter of all time, the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Chief Kunle Ogunade, who recently clocked 75, has been described by many as a lovable human being, a businessman to the core, a perfect gentleman, and a great Nigerian in all ramifications. Chief Kunle Ogunade is the chairman and CEO Petro Organic. He was the first president of Polymer Institute. He is a football lover who supports Chelsea Football Club. The 75th birthday celebration of Chief Kunle Ogunade took place on Sunday, the 26th of November 2007, at Jade's Palace, Victoria Island, Lagos. The birthday celebration kicked off with a church service at Christ Cathedral Church, CMS, Lagos State, Nigeria, where the celebrant, family members, friends and well-wishers all converged to thank God with the celebrant for attaining the age of 75. The church service began with a sermon, which was immediately followed by the Thanksgiving of the Ogunade family, dedicated to Chief Kunle Ogunade at 75.
In my definition, which is commonly said also in biblical theology, that grace is unmerited favor. Synonymous with unmerited favor, something we don't deserve. And I looked at some Bible personalities that are beneficiaries of this unlimited grace. What we are talking about today and happened over 200 years ago. I remember Hezekiah, I remember David, I remember Elijah, I remember Moses, I remember Abraham, I remember Mary, I remember Jesus himself. In the case of Hezekiah, was that of sentence. He had done his deeds in 2 Kings 21 to 11, and he became ill. And the prophecy came that he died. Well, he took the prophecy, and he prayed, and God healed him and granted him 15 more years. That kind of unmerited grace will be somebody's portion today in the name of Jesus.
Family, friends, and well-wishers filed out in their numbers to rejoice with Chief Kunle Ogunade. To round off the church service, there was a photo and video session as the celebrant, Chief Kunle Ogunade, was joined by his beautiful wife, Chief Mrs. Ayo Ogunade, as well as other family members and friends. The reception for the birthday celebration of this great business icon took place at Jade's Palace, Victoria Island, Lagos, where top dignitaries in Nigeria all converged to celebrate with Chief Kunle Ogunade. Among those present were the wife of the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Mrs. Olufunsamosun, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Alhaja Aderoju Sinatu Ojikutu, Olurogun Dr. Sani Kuko, real estate business mogul Sir Olu Okeowo and wife, Lady Adejoke Okeowo, socialite and fashionista Chief Mrs. Abba Folawiyo, Princess Yewande Onilere, Engineer Kenny Saka, Are Kola Oyefeso, Dr. Yinka Ashiru, Mr. Segun Afadama, Chief Ade Abisogun, Chairman and CEO Biscan Communications, Prince Bisi Olatilo, and many others. The event compere was the Chairman and CEO Biscan Communications, Prince Bisi Olatilo. The event began with an opening prayer by Sir Olu Okeowo, who asked all to join him in singing before the opening prayer. This was immediately followed by the citation of the celebrant, Chief Kunle Ogunade, as read by the event compere, Prince Bisi Olatilo.
Of course, Engineer Kunle Ogunade was born in Ibadan on the 26th of November 1942. He hails from Ijebu-Ode in Ogun State. After his secondary school education at Ahmadiyya Grammar School, he worked as passport officer at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Commonwealth Relations till 1964. He then gained admission into Polytechnic of South Bank, now University of South Bank, London, where he graduated with the professional diploma in plastics and rubber engineering in 1968. He then worked for 2 years with Years Diploma Research Laboratory, Chesterton in England, where he acquired immense experience in polymer science and technology, especially in areas of materials characterization processing and testing. In April 1970, he was recruited by Shell International London to head the plastics and rubber division in Nigeria. En route to Nigeria, he had 6 months training in Shell Polymer Center, Amsterdam, covering polymer engineering and industrial management. On arrival in Nigeria, he then worked as polymer manager for Shell Nigeria from 1970 to 1978. In October 1978, Exxon Europe and Africa appointed engineer Ogunade and Sole to Nigeria to market a range of polymer, solvents and chemical additives till when Exxon and Mobil merged in 1998. In January, I was asking after you. Thank you very much.
When it was time for Goodwill messages and remarks, the first person to be called upon was Olorogun Dr. Sani Kuko. He said he had known the celebrant, Chief Kunle Ogunade, almost forever. He described him as a family man who has invested so much into the education of his children in the best schools abroad. Olorogun Dr. Sani Kuko further described the celebrant as the most loyal man he has met, a man who is loved by virtually everyone.
Ogunade is a man that people who don't know will underrate, but he's one of the greatest achievers in this country. So I'm talking about his professional life first. Kunle Ogunade is one of the most reliable, loyal friends I have met in my life. He will tell you anything the way it is. He doesn't care what talks and will be God. He just, you can tell him your life secrets.
Ambassador Olufemi Ani also took time to congratulate the young-looking 75-year-old celebrant on the great feat. He described him as a man who can relate with everyone, no matter the age or race.
I want to say that the Ogunade family have created a dynasty in Nigeria. You turn left, you see an Ogunade there. You look in front of you, there's an Ogunade there. You look at the back of you, there's an Ogunade there. Who else can bring the first lady of Ogun State to this place but an Ogunade? Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you to please be upstanding and raise your glasses and drink lustily to the honor of the Ogunade family. Long may you live, Ogunade. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
The former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Alhaja Aderoju Sinotu Ojikutu, in her remarks, congratulated the celebrant, who is a good friend of her late husband, Mr. Samson Adebisi Ojikutu. She described the celebrant, Chief Kunle Ogunade, as a selfless, responsible gentleman and a comforter in time of need. She went on to congratulate the celebrant on the celebration.
He did it. He offered what he could, and I can never forget the fact that one of the reasons I'm still standing today is because he came to my aid at that time. Over the years, we've been, in and out, social gathering, family events, and I'm happy, despite all odds, the Nigerian situation not encouraging, he has been able to make 75. My prayer is that we live to see you reach your 80, and will not be around to witness the 85 and the 90. And there I take my part. God bless you.
The wife of the celebrant, Chief Mrs. Ayo Ogunade, also gave her goodwill message, which she started by calling the celebrant, Chief Kunle Ogunade, by his popular nickname, Organico. She went on to thank everyone for making her 75th birthday celebration a memorable one. Chief Mrs. Ogunade, who was overwhelmed with joy, took time to appreciate the celebrant for being the best husband, father, and friend everyone could wish for.
I think I would rather be here saying thank you. Thanking God for his life that he got to 75 and he's still looking 60. And I think I also want to thank him for all the things he's done in my life and for the kids. It's not been easy. It's been a tough one, but we got there at the end. And talking about you, I'm thanking God for where I am today and where we are today. And people who know what I'm about to know that it's been a really tough run. Unless I start to sing. Unless I start to sing, it's just overwhelming for me and
A friend of the celebrant, Mr. Ade Abisogun, a member of the Yoruba Tennis Club, started by calling the celebrant his Ijebu teacher, as he described him as a dear and loving friend. He ended by wishing him all the best in his new age.
I wonder how much more I can add. He is a very, very dear friend. They don't come any more compassionate or any more considerate. We miss him tremendously when he's not around. And all I want to say is I wish you all the very best. You had the best of everything, but it doesn't get too, you can't have too much of it. So I wish you all the very best. And the abundance of the Almighty. Greetings.
To round up the goodwill messages and remarks was Mrs. Adeola Banjoko, who described the celebrant as a father figure in her life. She also said he is a family man to the core, not just to his family, but a father to all. She talked about his infectious smile, which captivates everyone around him.
He's a real, I don't know what word to use, but he's a very spectacular, very extraordinary man in our lives, and we really love him, we really appreciate him. We like him. My husband particularly is able to relate to him because, what I mean, but he can relate to everybody, cuts across all generations, very even and still protecting your own interests. I don't know how he does it, but he's just everybody's able to relate to him. He's a great guy, very fun to be with, very, but we love you, Uncle. We appreciate you. Happy birthday, many, many, many more. We need you, so you still have to be here for us. And thank you everybody for coming over.
This was followed by the cutting of the birthday cake, conducted by the wife of the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Mrs. Olufunso Amosun, who represented the Governor of Ogun State, His Excellency, Governor Kunle Amosun.
Maybe your better half would show you how it's done nicely, sir. And then if you would, please join Madam And if everybody in the room would please join in spelling the word God, because I would like to believe that we all believe in God. We're all thanking God for Chief Kunle Ogunade's 75th birthday today. And so if I could have a resounding G, and O, and a loud D, while you cut your cake, sir.
Later on, everyone rose to sing a birthday song for the man of the moment, Chief Kunle Ogunade, after which a photo and video session ensued.
May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you.
Chief M.A. Oreagba, the Bayegun of Ijebu land, was asked to officially welcome the celebrant, Chief Kunle Ogunade, to the new age of 75, and he did by singing the usual song in Ijebu dialect as the celebrant was surrounded by his friends. The celebrant, who is loved by virtually everyone, was presented a gift item by the women of Egbe Gbobaniyi Akile Ijebu, who were elegantly dressed in pink dresses as they fired out singing songs of appreciation for the patron of the association.
We are here today to present this little gift to him. And I pray that God in His infinite mercy will give him long life to eat the fruit of His labor. In Jesus' mighty name. Thank you.
The next item on the program was the toast, which was conducted by Chief Chris Okonowo, who started by describing the celebrant as a down-to-earth man who is loved by everyone, no matter the age, gender, or race. After the remarks, Chief Chris Okonowo asked everyone to fill up their glasses and toast to the celebrant as they clinked glasses.
The toast of Chief Kunle Ogunade to wish you many years. I pray to be around for your next step, to be able to your 90th, to your 95th, to your 90th, to your 120th birthday. But then you will get your own.
It was time for the celebrant's response, and he did not waste time to shower praises on his beautiful wife, whom he said inspired him to mark his 75th birthday anniversary. He went on to thank everyone for coming and also wished all many more reasons to celebrate.
What I'm celebrating this afternoon or this evening is the reunion with my wife. And I think really we will be qualified for Guinness Book of Records. A celebration of 30 years. And then we came back. That is partly what we are celebrating. And I thank God for making today possible. And I thank you all. Thank you very much.
To round off the 75th birthday celebration of this great man, Chief Kunle Ogunade, was a dance session as the Holla Josh Band thrilled the audience with classy music that got everyone dancing with the celebrant. From Biscan Communications, we wish Chief Kunle Ogunade a happy birthday. May you find the strength and courage to blow out all those candles.